Yeah, this might be my last video for a little bit. But if you've not seen the few videos that I had before this one, it should help out like players that may have not really understood how to land super off of like a normal. Which is like the most important part of Street Fighter, I think. It's like the most damaging, you know, combo in the game.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh my god, too early. Good overhead. Like forcing basically now. Just grab. Oh my god, that was beautiful. Oh, I'm so whack. Oh my god, stuffed it. I'm so whack. Missed it. I missed the overhead link. Oh, I thought, wow, they're not gonna give me that as a counter? Oh my god. That did combo. Oh my god, I'm so whack. Oh my god, why am I so whack? Love it. Love it. Love it. That was what? Kick to the mid? Let's see. Beautiful. Oh my god. I'm trying to land it like in the off of counters and stuff. See, I keep getting uppercut though. I'm doing it wrong. See, I keep getting uppercut. Very good overhead. think that should have comboed. Oh, come on. I'm trying to get that super off of it. Oh my god, I keep getting upper. Damn, it's not easy. I'm not gonna lie. It's not. It makes it easier though, but I'm missing them right now. I have not played Street Fighter in a while, so. Yeah, I keep getting uppercut. It makes it easier for. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Where are you going?
Marisa wins. Round 1. Fight.
Oh, beautiful.
Where are you going? Sweet dreams. Be gone. Got you.
Oh my god.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, I missed the spin. Love it. I have no idea. Oh my god, that's not good. Oh my god.
This is my chance. Ryu wins. Round 1. Fight.
Oh my god, good crush though. Yeah, if you're able to crush after a miss anything, I usually get that. Oh my god. Oh my god. That Gladius punch that she has is fucking ridiculous.
Round 2. Fight.
That's one strong bitch right there, man. I know I could usually get the uppercut off of the let go block. I love it. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh my god, that's overhead. I can win this. I had to. That's Shinku. I'm happy I landed a Shinku. That's what I mean in that situation. It's easier. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not an easy combo off of the crouching jab. Off of one. I'm trying to make it off of one. You know, you can land it off of one, but what I usually do as a player. Where is he? Alright. As a player, what I usually do is I'll do something like easier for me to combo off of. Like for example, level 1 and level 2, you can't combo off of special moves anymore. So I can only land the level 3. Like if I do, like let's say for example, I do like standing light kick. I keep messing it up. See? Like that was standing light kick into any uppercut, and then into level 3. So like when you do that uppercut motion, that forward down forward, they actually, you know, I believe you could uppercut. They simplified it, so now you don't even have to press forward down forward anymore. You could just press down and forward together at the same time twice. You have to do it real fast, but you could just basically get the uppercut to come out by doing that. They simplified it. See, I'm not doing the true motion right there. Ever since Street Fighter 4, they added that to make it easier to uppercut. I guess for the joystick players. I've never done it that way. I've always been doing it the original way. But like, that's what I do. Like if I land a jab or a standing light kick, or obviously the crouching light kick is the only exception where it's like you got to do crouching light kick into crouching jab or standing jab, depending obviously on the situation if they're standing or not. I don't like to like overcomplicate it. If I'm already crouch light kick, I'm basically committing to basically doing the crouching light punch after that. So like in this game, it's different than Street Fighter 3. Like in Street Fighter 3, I could combo a special move into super and it would work every time. For whatever reason in Street Fighter 6, I guess because of the graphics, I wish they would change level 1 and level 2 supers so that whatever level 3 is doing to make it work within a combination, you know, they tweaked it so it would be just like that. Because as a player, like, this is where what I'm talking about comes in handy. Like, you know, I explained in the other videos before this one. You know, it's like 2 or 3 videos before this one. Like, basically, normally when you press, to do a super, you have to press down, forward, down, forward. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you press down, forward, like this is, I'm pressing, like, just to show you an example, like, I'm pressing up. After I press the crouching medium kick, I'm holding up and it won't come out. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Any motion that you try to do after the move is basically after you committed to pressing an action, like an attack, like a normal attack. It doesn't matter any direction that you do while that move is like active. So once you press the button for like a jab or a crouching medium kick, that move starts to go into active, you know, of startup frames, you know, active frames and recovery frames, depending on, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm holding up right there. It did not come out. The whole time the crouching medium kick was, that just goes to show you that, like, you don't have to worry about, like, you could be as you know, as basically, you could press the motions as much as you want without having to worry about jumping or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, when I know that for a fact, that's how I'm able to get it off so quickly. Is that like off of the jab and off of the jab? See, the reason I say is that the only time that I don't like after I press the let's say I do crouching medium kick, I press down and circle. That's my crouching medium kick on PlayStation. I press down and medium kick, right? It's gonna start coming out, but it doesn't come out right away. It takes a few frames to actually hit the opponent. So that entire time, after I've already done that entire time, obviously this is when you know it's your turn. You know what I'm saying? That entire time, I'm already doing down forward, down forward, down forward, down forward, over and over again, over and over again. You know what I'm saying? I'm particularly looking for the very instance that I see the medium kick has actually connected. If I see my opponent has blocked, even though I press all those down forwards, I do not commit to pressing, for my character's jab. I do jab just in case I mess up. Obviously on hit it's only going to be effective, but so like basically to make it make sense, like I'm only pressing jab after the crouching medium kick hits. If I see that the crouching medium kick, I throw it out there and it's blocked, I no longer press that jab. Because if I press that jab, it's going to activate my super, and I'm going to waste meter, and I'm going to get countered. If I try to commit to doing something outside of a combo. Like the objective of a high level player is really to land combinations in every fighting game, but it's also like to make good decisions. Like if you're pressing crouching medium kick and throwing super and they block it, you just made a bad decision. Now you're gonna get countered. Now you may even lose the round at the highest level. That's how technical the game gets at the highest level, is that the best players can make you lose a round off of one mistake. So this is why it's important for like a beginner player, intermediate player to really understand, what does it mean when it's my turn? Like now, for instance, like if I'm doing a crouching jab or a standing light kick into super, that's the only time that if I know for a fact it's my turn, I'll give up my defense entirely. That's how I'm able to do the super off of a standing jab, a crouching jab. Crouching light kick does not work. For whatever reason, correct me if I'm wrong, the only way it does work is if you combo crouching light kick into crouching jab. I do it all the time. If you watch my stream, I do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's a very typical high level combo that you'll see players do, because it's fast, it's effective. It's very hard to block, and it's not necessarily that it's hard to block. As a high level player, I know when I can or cannot counter standing jab, crouching light kick, all that. Like as a high level player, I know if the situation's correct for me, I could do a lot of things through that. I could do a lot of situations, through that, and it'll work. The thing is, as a high level player, you usually don't see players go for that, usually because they're not as good as me, or basically, it's a very risky situation because it's so fast that if you mistime it, let's say I go for like uppercut in that situation, if I mistime it, I'll get countered. So the only time, I know I said it before, but like I'm trying to really just clarify. So like, cause I see almost no players landing supers off of normals. The only players that are landing supers are usually level 3, and that's because it gives you way more time, because the level 3 allows you to combo a special move beforehand. In previous Street Fighters, like Street Fighter 3, you could combo at any time, any super you pick into, for the most part, into your special move into super. That's what has always made Street Fighter way easier to approach it, like for example, like I don't have to do that. Let's say I know for a fact my first crouching jab has landed. In that situation, I'm not trying to do nothing fancy. I'm just mashing on square. I'm mashing on jab button over and over again. I usually get 3. By 3 is more than enough for me. As a high level player, I feel like 3 is the right number. If by 3 normal attacks, you're not able to confirm and capitalize off of a combo into super, then you need to practice more. 2 is like very high level, and one is like amazing god tier level, which I'm able to do. I don't honestly recommend it. In lag, it's probably never going to work out for you. Believe me, I try and lag all the time. It almost never comes out. It almost never comes out. 2 is doable and it's acceptable, but like I still feel I feel 3, in my opinion, and I feel like every character could do 3 and 4. They usually do 4 on counter hit, from what I noticed. Like if you counter hit your opponent and counter them, instead of 3 crouching jabs, you'll be able to do 4, which gives you a little bit more time than normal. So, like let's say if I know if it's my turn, I know it's my turn, like I'll do like, let me see, I keep messing it up. Oh my god. Alright, this is bad. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to do it. I can't get it. Oh my god. I keep getting regular fireball. I'm sorry, guys. Hold up. If it's my turn, I have not played Street Fighter in a while, so I'm sorry about this. I'm getting uppercut now. Let's see. I keep getting, god damn it. I keep getting uppercut fireball. There it is, right there. See, like what I did was before. That's the only time. Like I said, it's very risky. But if you know for a fact it's your turn, and you need something like real fast to come out, that you know is gonna beat your opponent. Like what I'm doing right in that specific situation to get it to land off of one jab, is I'm doing the motion of the super beforehand. Like I'm doing down forward before I even press the jab button. You know what I'm saying? So like it'll work for standing jab, all that. Like I said, it's very risky. It'll only work. I only try to use it in situations that I know it's my turn. Like I said, like if you try to do the other situation is different because I'm doing the motion after I've already activated a button. But the standing jab, crouching jab, crouching light kick obviously you have to combo into crouching jab, but like I'm doing it beforehand just to be able to do it because it's so fast. See? Did you see what I did right there? Like in that brief moment when you saw me crouch right there, I was actually doing the super motion. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times that's how you know in the highest level. If you see them doing a lot of crouching like that, you can almost assume that they're trying to do a special move or a super on you. These are like high level reads that you can make on your opponent. Like if you see your Ryu players doing this a lot, you know what I'm saying? It's because he's trying to basically like guarantee that the super does come out off of something that normally is almost impossible to land. Like that's the only time if you're trying to land a raw jab, like just jab into super, which I honestly don't recommend as a beginner player or intermediate player. But like if I know for a fact, like I was saying before, if I know for a fact my first jab landed, I'm not trying to do anything fancy and like, I'm trying to land it off the first. Obviously, as a high level player, I'm trying to land it off of the first attack because that just, you get way more damage also. Because the more attacks you land during a combo, the more the game decreases the actual, attack, the combo power. You know what I'm saying? Like if I do a combo that's 40 hits, it's going to do way less damage than if I just do jab into super. Because if I jab into super, that's only 1 plus whatever the super is. You know what I'm saying? I believe in Ryu's case is 5, so it'll be 6 hits instead of 16 hits. You know what I'm saying? Like as a Ryu player, I can get fancy. Like I could do, and I could do the level 3 after that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I could do stuff like that, but the more hits that I do before that level 3 super or that level 1 or anything I do right there is gonna lower my damage. So you should also keep that in mind that a lot of high level players, like a lot of intermediate players, they like to show off and prove that they could do these amazing combos, but really what it's doing is it's taking away from your meter, which is pretty bad in this game. And it's also doing way less damage per attack. So in my personal opinion, instead of doing like crouching medium kick like hard punch, and then keeping the combo going, you should just keep it more basic. Like you should learn how to confirm off of your normal attacks. Like for example, if I land a standing hard punch, I should just keep it at that. Like if I land standing hard punch, right there, EX sidestep kick, uppercut. I wasted 1 meter to do it. I wall bounced them, I uppercut them. That does a pretty good amount of damage. That's about 20%, 25% around there. You know, if I do that about 4 or 5 times in the match, which at the beginning of the match, I start with what, 4 meters? 4 or 5 meters, I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's 4 meters. I could do that 4 times on my opponent. I basically almost won the round if I correctly capitalize on my normal attacks. You know what I'm saying? Like standing medium punch, right into EX sidestep. For Ryu, as a Ryu player, that's maximum damage for that situation. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you don't have the meter, you can still do sidestep kick. You know what I'm saying? You can still do sidestep kick. Obviously, like if you do standing medium punch, you're gonna want to do light kick. Like I believe you can do medium kick. Usually, the way I look at it is like if you do a medium punch, it'll combo with the medium kick as well. Like if the special move is medium, then your medium will combo with the medium. Your jab does not, as far as I know, does not combo into sidestep kick. It never has, unless you do like crouching jab into crouching medium punch, standing medium punch, then it'll combo into that sidestep kick. You know what I'm saying? Like if I do hard punch instead, I have no meter. I could do hard kick. It'll do, and you know when you do hard kick instead of medium kick, you're gonna get more damage. Because it's like, you know, it's a harder hitting special move. So it's like a lot of people are like, oh, what's the difference between the special moves? The higher you go up, like if it's hard punch or hard kick, it's going to do more damage. You know what I'm saying? And the frame data is actually like different. But like I said before, you know what I'm saying? If like as a player, if I do something like this, if I know my crouching jab has landed, like if I go crouching jab, like if I go, let's say I do a drive rush. Like I missed it. Hold up. Like right there. The entire time when I do crouching medium kick into drive rush, obviously I could probably do something better than that, like standing medium punch. I'm just trying to show an example. Like after I do that crouching medium kick and I activate the drive rush by pressing triangle and circle together, that's how it is for me. You might be using modern controls and it's easier for you. It's just 1 button instead of 2. After I activate that, I am doing down forward, but I'm only doing that during the actual dash. That's how I personally do it because it's just going to increase the likelihood that the super combo comes out off of the crouching jab that I'm actually trying to combo that jab. Like I know the timing, which I recommend you practice over and over again, but when I land that crouching jab, you know what I'm saying? I'm basically trying to keep the combo going. You know what I'm saying? Like right there. See, even if you make a mistake, like right there, I made a mistake on that super, but the uppercut still came out and I still get the combo. So like, it's really not that risky of a situation if you do it correctly. Even if you make a mistake, the uppercut's still gonna combo. Even if you make a mistake on the super motion, the fireball is gonna combo. You know what I'm saying? Like if I do, that's still gonna work for me. You know what I'm saying? Like right there, what I did was that little buffer that I did. Like before I even threw the jab out, I did not even press the jab button. The reason I say that is because there's a big difference between pressing the button to activate it and then doing the super motion before you ever press a button at all. That's going to be effective in those situations where standing jab is real fast and it's real hard to do it after. Because the move just comes out so fast. Can I do it after? Yeah, I just did it after. Is it possible to do it after? I honestly recommend doing it after. The reason I say that is because you're giving up your defense entirely trying to do it beforehand. But it does increase the likelihood that you're going to land that super off of something that normally would be, like, impossible. Like, I did sidestep kick, my bad. Oh my god. Oh my god. I keep fucking up. I keep messing up. I keep messing up. It's not easy. See, like, I did it right there. It's not easy. I usually do, like, if I do, oh my god. I try to do level 3 there. Oh my god, I'm so whack. It's not easy, guys, though. I usually do, if I land, like, for example, if I do standing light kick, I'm not trying to get really fancy and land super off a standing light kick. I'm trying to do something like, if I know I have level 3, I'll either do standing light kick into uppercut, but you gotta really be careful on your range, because if you're too far with the standing light kick, it'll miss the uppercut. You know what I'm saying? So you really have to know, you have to be a slightly, I believe, a step ahead of, where's max distance light kick? See? That's why I say it. The light kick hit right there, but I was too far to land the special move. That's why I say, as a Ryu player, you have to be real careful. Even just because the standing light kick lands doesn't mean you're in range to do the uppercut, which is the most, you know, maximum damage you could do, in my opinion, off a standing light kick, with the exception of there being a level 3 available. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's up to you as a player to really, as a beginner player, I recommend going, like, something much easier, like standing light kick into fireball. That's way easier to do for a beginner player. Almost every player that I've ever seen in my life, even if they're not good at fighting games, can do the fireball. So, like, if you have trouble doing the uppercut at first, you know what I'm saying, you got to work on it, you got to practice like everyone else. But, you know, that fireball is going to be, like, real easy for you so, like, basically, like I said, there is a way to do it. You can do the super after the standing jab off of 1, but you're going to have to be fast. Like, that's the problem a lot of these players are doing. They're waiting for it to hit, and then they're starting to do it. Where the tactic that I'm telling you to do is after you activate the jab, where you know for a fact it's going to come out because you press the button. It's only a matter of time till it comes out and it's blocked or it hits. The only difference is, while that's happening, I'm doing the super motion. I'm doing it. I'm not going to lie. The whole time I'm doing down forward, down forward, down forward, down forward. If I see that the attack lands, then I'm pressing jab again. And once that second jab comes out, the game is going to register that as being a super, whether you did the super before or after, because they made the game so much easier now. In Super Turbo, it was a lot harder. Like, to combo Ryu's super and Super Turbo is, like, almost impossible for a beginner or intermediate player. It's extremely difficult, you know what I'm saying? But they made it so much easier now. Like, this is me. Let me see. Let me see if I can do it. Oh my god, I'm so whack. Come on. Don't let me look bad on stream, man. I keep throwing the fireball. There it is. See, I did that before. Let me see if I can do that after. See, I got uppercut. I usually get uppercut if I try to do it after. I'm not gonna lie, because it's pretty freaking hard. So, like I said, even if you miss, and you know for a fact that even if you miss the super motion, you're gonna get an uppercut to come out, and that's still pretty good damage. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do recommend players go for it. Like, I do recommend going for it. Like right there, I try to go for super. I got uppercut. It's still okay, though. Like, I got the damage. I got some damage, even though it's not necessarily what I really wanted. But I'm still safe, and I'm still first to act before my opponent can do anything. Like, in this situation, he has to block that fireball unless he has level 1, level 2, or level 3 super. He has to deal with that fireball right there. So like if he has no meter, he has to block that. Like there are rules to the game, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of fighting game players don't give Street Fighter the credit it deserves. You know what I'm saying? It was the original fighting game that really started it all. You know, everything else before Street Fighter was really like either a boxing game, which you can consider a fighting game, but this was like the first time it was like me versus my opponent. Like a real person could take control, second player, and we could see who's better. You know, the boxing games like before all that, you know, were like me versus the computer. It was always me versus the computer. You know, and that was still a lot of fun. I'm not going to deny that. They did an amazing job. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out was an amazing game. The boxing game before Mike Tyson's Punch-Out was an amazing game with the transparent boxer. That was always amazing stuff, you know what I mean? But it was always playing the computer. Street Fighter changed all that. Street Fighter made it so that I can play against an actual human opponent, you know, and we can see who's better, me or you, like, you know, and it's fun competition, you know. See, like right there, I'm not gonna lie, that's the reason why I'm trying to explain the difference between activating the normal, and I feel it's way easier to land the super off of a jab when I do the super motion before. That was very similar to how you were able to land supers in Super Turbo. A lot of players could not figure out how to do that in Super Turbo. The trick was you had to do the super before the normal ever came out. So like players were doing the super motion, but they never even pressed the attack button yet. And once they pressed the crouching medium kick, that entire time they were doing quarter circle forward, quarter circle forward. Then they do quarter circle forward on the down. They do the quarter circle forward on the down medium kick. That activates the medium kick, but the whole time they're still doing down forward punch. Down forward punch. Down forward punch. That increases the likelihood that the super comes out. You know what I'm saying? So like that's basically like a tactic that's been in high level Super Turbo, but it's just because it was the only way to make it happen. It was such a difficult game, you know, to combo. And it didn't, you know, it was always a good game, but like, you know, the numbers were just too fast, I felt, you know, in a lot of situations. Like landing super was almost impossible at high level play. Unless you landed a raw super, it was almost impossible. Like there was a few characters in the game that can combo into super, like Guile and Ryu, which is a big reason why they were considered the best characters in the game. But even at the highest level, you almost never see anyone do it. Some of the best players in the world that everyone, you know, considers are the best Super Turbo players in the world haven't even done that in high level play because it's that hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can do it after. I'm a little rusty right now. See, I always get uppercut. I'm getting fireball uppercut. I'm getting fireball uppercut. Oh my god, I'm so whack. I'm so whack. Shinku! See? You saw right there. I'm not gonna lie, I did it before. You can do it after, but it's so fast. I'm usually getting uppercut, which is still good though, but I'm trying to explain. You can do it after on a jab, but it's not easy. Like, I wish they would change the game. Like tweak the game so that whatever you do during the level 3, like I said, because as you can see, I do crouching jab, standing medium, standing light kick into uppercut, but it only really, I mean, you're gonna get the uppercut regardless, which is still good, but you can't do the level 1 super off of it. You can only go raw super, and like, especially for a beginner player, it's gonna be easier. I'm messing it up. I can't believe this. I can't believe. Okay, I know I could do it. I'm so rusty right now. in my opinion, as a beginner player, I do recommend just doing crouching medium kick into super, standing medium punch into super, hard punch into super. Some normals don't combo into super. That's another thing I forgot to mention in the previous video. I think I may have said it. Like, for example, it doesn't mean that you cannot combo into super, but like directly off of a hard kick. Like, for example, like Ryu, standing hard kick, I cannot do any special move off of that. But if I do counter hit, and I crush them, and it sends them flying in the air, or it just crumbles them, I can do drive rush into like hard punch, and then off of that I can super level 1, level 2, or level 3. You know what I'm saying? So like those like every character basically has normal attacks that they cannot drive rush, drive impact, or special move off of. Zangief like is a real big prime example of that, and that's a big reason why I say he's not as good of a character as everyone thinks he is. And that's my main, that's the main reason I say it, is because I already know his limitations. Like crouching hard kick, he cannot drive rush that. He cannot drive rush crouching medium kick. He could drive rush his crouching medium punch. He cannot drive rush his standing medium punch. He cannot drive rush his standing hard punch, standing medium punch. He can drive rush his standing light kick, standing jab, crouching jab. But guess what? So can everyone else in the game. So where, in my opinion, the best characters in Street Fighter 6 are the ones that can drive rush off of crouching medium kick range. Even though I honestly, like, for example, that's the main reason I think Kimberly is not as good as everyone thinks she is because characters like Luke and Ryu and Ken can catch a crouching medium kick, which does have pretty damn good range. It has maybe like 25% more range than a crouching medium punch, which almost every character in the game can drive rush off of. But let me tell you something, in the highest level, that extra 25% range is gonna make all the difference. It's gonna make all the difference. So that's why I say, like, I'm taking all that into consideration. You know what I'm saying? Like, the difference between this missing, like, let's say, like, right here. Let's see, right here. Let's see, right here. My crouching medium kick did hit. You saw how my crouching medium punch did not hit. But what happened? I pressed crouching medium kick, and I'm still in range. So you tell me, as a player that wants to win, is that a huge advantage or not? I would say it's not that big of an advantage, but as you can see, when I was out of range with the crouching medium punch, I was still in range with the crouching medium kick. And as a high-level player, Ryu, honestly, like I said, you're going to want to waste less meter and do I missed it, though. You know what I'm saying? You're going to want to do, and go right into the uppercut. Right there. Right there, that's a situation that's going to give you a decent amount of damage. You know what I'm saying? Like right there. That's what I meant. I did that after. That entire time I was trying to make sure that I was landing the crouching jab. So I was basically pressing square. I kept mashing on square. I'm not even going to sit here and be like, oh, I'm this amazing player that he knows exactly when to press the square. I'm just pressing square over and over again, as fast as I can. I'm pressing it as fast as I can. So in that situation where, like I was trying to explain earlier, where I know the crouching jab or standing jab landed, I'm just trying to keep that jab going that entire time while I know for a fact I'm comboing jab just by pressing square and square and square over and over again. The entire time I'm comboing, I'm actually doing quarter circle forward over and over again. So that's really the secret. Can you do it before you? Can I do the super off of a standing jab, crouching jab before I even press the standing jab, crouching jab button? Yeah, I can. I don't honestly recommend that. That's very, very high level. I recommend landing your combos, following through, like capitalizing on the damage that you could get. When you start understanding that just pressing jab over and over again, that's a very high level combo if you don't know about it, but it's very beginner friendly. You know what I'm saying? Any beginner player could just press jab, 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 crouching light kick, jab, jab. You know what I'm saying? So the entire time I'm trying to land that combo, I'm like hold up. Like even if I make a mistake, guess what? That time, I'm not gonna lie, I went for super. What came out? My uppercut. I'm still happy as a player. Am I as happy as I would be if I really landed, the super and everything? No, of course not. But as a player, I'm happy I didn't make a mistake, and I still landed my combo. I still got some damage on my opponent. You know what I'm saying? So like, I still landed damage. I still landed damage. I still landed damage. I still landed damage. Like I said, in my opinion, that's why I say the developers should change it to 3 attacks. Because as you see, I almost never make a mistake at 3. My mistakes usually start happening at the second hit. That's why I say for Mortal Kombat, all these games, I understand, you can't obviously make everything a 3 or 4 hit combo. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can. Like, this is me trying crouching light. See, like, crouching light. I did uppercut, see? Let me see, hold up. Crouching light. Oh my God. Right there. Those are combos that you have to basically, at the highest level, that's almost a guaranteed combo that's going to be effective against any player. Because the reason why is because it's so fast, and that's what makes it so effective. The difference between being grabbed and being crouch jabbed or crouching light kick is like a fraction of a second. In that fraction of a second, you can get combo into level 3 or you can get grabs. Obviously, out of the 2, it's better to get grabbed. But guess what? After 2 or 3 grabs, they already basically did the same amount of damage as me landing. Obviously, it takes a lot more. And that's also why, in my opinion, a grab should lead into a stun. If you grab your opponent, I honestly think they should be one button grabs. That way it's fair for controller players to really compete with joystick players at the highest level, because on joystick, it's way easier to get out of a grab than it is, in my opinion, for a controller player. And they could really fix that just by bringing one button grabs back. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's part of what the can a controller player easily break out of all the grabs? I consider myself, like being one of the best players to get out of a grab. Like I was one of the few Mortal Kombat players playing ranked that was actually able to break out of the grab. You have to be able to throw break. In fighting games, especially Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, you have to be able to throw break. Otherwise, you're probably going to lose at the highest level. Oh my God. I keep messing up. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3. Please, no. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I like that. You can EX off of that. I didn't even know that one. See, that whole time while I'm doing crouching jab, as long as I keep the combo going, it's not going to matter if I'm pressing down forward, down forward. I'm not going to stand up at all during that combo. So don't be afraid to just consistently mash super over and over again. And when I say you have to be fast, you have to be fast. As fast as you could possibly do it is the only way it's going to work. So like, I'm very happy in this game. They actually brought it back to 3. That's the way it was in Third Strike. 3 is the perfect number. 3 is the perfect number. In Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5, for the most part, it was like 2. I believe on counter hit it had the same rules where it was 3. The only difference is in Street Fighter 6, I like that on counter hit it's 4 instead of 3. I've landed like 4 crouching light kicks on my opponent, like 1 crouching light kick, 3 jabs, you name it. Like, Alright, 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, I fucked up. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to do the count in my head. 1, 2, 3. See, even if I mess up, nothing comes out. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to do it. 1, 2, 3. There it is. I know I could do it. It's just I'm putting myself on the spot. Oh my god, I don't know what just happened. My PlayStation just went crazy for a second. 1, 2, 3. Alright. 1, 2, 3. No, I don't. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Like I said, it's more. Think of it as more of a rhythm than anything else. You know what I'm saying? All right. 1, 2, 3. I'm basically trying to capitalize on that final hit. You know what I'm saying? On that final hit, by the third hit, I'm trying to really mash that super. You know what I'm saying? That's really what's the icing on the cake. I know I have the time, because what's really giving me that extra time is the fact that those jabs are making it easy for me to know for a fact I can throw out that super, where normally doing a super motion is very risky, especially if it's not your turn. If you're trying to do super motions when it's not your turn, you're going to get countered and you're going to get comboed and you might even lose the rounds. So you really got to also understand like when it's your turn, you know what I'm saying? Like right there, 1, 2, 3. Like I just know as I'm doing, honestly, if I really were to say, can I do it? If I do it, I'm trying to really focus on that final hit to make it easier for you. If you do it the entire time, something good is going to come out and you are going to combo it. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3. See? It's not that difficult. If you really just practice it, something good's gonna come out. Right there, I tried to do super. What happened? Uppercut came out. It still worked out for me. Uppercut came out. I tried to do super. Crouching. It works off of everything. But basically, except for standing hard kick with Ryu. You know what I'm saying? Standing medium kick as well. You cannot drive rush it. You cannot. So that's also another thing that you got to worry about in this game. You know, the drive impact is very good against, you know, solitary attacks. Like, so, in my opinion, as a Ryu player, unless you know you're going to counter your opponent, never do standing medium kick. Never do standing hard kick. But there is a trick to that. If you know it's your turn. Like if you know it's your turn, even if they try to drive impact you, it's gonna get there too late. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna do a standing medium kick or a standing hard kick. I would never recommend doing standing hard kick if they have drive impact though. But like if I do standing medium kick, right, and he tries to drive impact it, if I do it at the right time, I will be able to block his drive impacts. So like I said. That's why I was explaining, like with Zangief, don't be afraid to do crouching medium kick just because you can't drive impact it. If you do it correctly, he won't be able to drive impact you at all. He'll be able to drive impact, but he'll waste meter trying to drive impact you because if you do it at the right time, he'll be too late. So like, that's the best way I can explain it. That's the best way I can explain it. The special move. Landing that special move off of the attacks, especially if you have level 3, you're always gonna want to do a special move because it's gonna give you even more time than you would normally have with just jab, 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 crouching light kick, jab, jab. It's gonna give you even more time than that. Like if I do crouching light kick, jab, jab, uppercut, guess what? That uppercut is going to give me like another quarter second to a, you know what I'm saying? It's going to give me another fraction of a second, another quarter second to actually land that level 3. Whereas if I try to do, let's say if I try to do level 3, 1, 2, 3. Can I do it off of it? I'm not sure if that's a true combo. I believe it is. I usually do the uppercut before just to make sure. As you can see, I didn't do a special move there. Can it still work? Does it still work? Yeah. I'm not 100% certain on that. I'm pretty sure it is a true combo. I usually do, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll do uppercut. You could do fireball. Fireball is the easiest probably for a beginner player, like crouching medium kick. Fireball. Once you activate the level 3, it'll look like the fireball never even hit, but it is going to hit. Make sure you combo it though, because if you do it during a block, you're gonna waste your level 3 meter, which is real bad, and you're gonna get countered, and you know, it's a possibility that you could lose a lot of damage in that situation, especially if they have their level 3. You know what I'm saying? So like, there are a lot of ways, like crouching medium kick, sidestep kick, level 3. You can do it off of all his special moves. You know what I'm saying? I just get a little fancier with it. I like to wall bounce them first and then uppercut into level 3. If you're trying to do the uppercut off of the sidestep EX sidestep kick that wall bounces them, do the uppercut a little bit later. Don't do it right away, because if you do it right away, you're going to be too high in the air to activate a level 3. So you're going to have to do it like when they're around head level. You know what I'm saying? Just look at where I'm actually activating the uppercut. Like when they get around that head level is when I'm starting to do the uppercut. When I see they're around like the top of my head, that's when I do the uppercut motion. You know what I'm saying? If you do it before that, it's gonna uppercut, but you're not gonna be able to level 3 super. You know what I'm saying? So like, as a beginner player, like I said, you have to know these situations. You have to be able to do all that. Standing hard punch, fireball. Crouching medium punch, fireball. Standing medium punch, fireball. Crouching medium kick, fire. You have to know all your characters' ranges. What can they combo? What can they do combo special moves into? You know, what normals can they use to combo into special moves? What combos can lead into level 3? What combos can lead into level 1? You know, obviously when you're doing level 1 and level 2 combos, unfortunately, in this game, even though I hope they change it in the near future, level 1 and level 2 supers cannot be comboed after a special move. You have to do a normal attack and go right into the super. Obviously, for me being like a third strike fanatic, you know, that's a Street Fighter fanatic in general. You know what I'm saying? That it's just automatic for me. You know what I'm saying? It's automatic for me to just go. Nah, it's not happening, of course, but let me see. Hold up. It's automatic for me. I'm just standing medium punch, you know? Standing medium punch. The standing ones are a little bit harder because you have to be like a little bit faster to make sure that you don't jump. You know what I'm saying? Even if I... Let's see. Let's see. Oh my god. Another thing I really don't like is that the EX uppercut with Ryu cannot combo into level 3. I don't know why. The regular uppercut, so you got to make sure if you're trying to do uppercut into a level 3 super, do not do the EX uppercut, because if you do the EX uppercut, you cannot combo into level 3. I don't know why. I might be wrong about that. Let's see. See, when I try to do level 3 off of EX uppercut, I don't know if they made a mistake and it just does not work, or it just not. I don't know why it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a little confused by that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not easy. I'm not gonna lie. There is a reason why they made it so that you cannot do it so easily off of 1. Is because it's so hard to defend against as well if it combos into a level 3. So can you do it? Yeah. You're going to want to combo that jab. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3. Missed it. 1, 2, 3. I missed it. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Crouch you like it. 1, 2, 3. There it is. That's a typical. That's going to probably be your most damaging combo you could do off a crouching jab, or just crouching jab altogether. The difference is crouching light kick is faster than crouching jab. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you usually see high level players do crouching light kick into crouching jab instead of just doing jab. You know what I'm saying? And also, like, if you drive rush like a harder attack, like hard punch into jab, even though you could do something way more powerful than that, it gives you additional it feels like for me it gives you additional hit stun, which makes it way easier to land those like level 3, level 1, level 2. You know what I'm saying? So like that's I messed up. So like I said, yeah, I'm trying to do it, man. It's not easy to do it off a. See, what usually ends up happening. I usually get fireball or uppercut to come out. It's not easy. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh my god. See, I usually get that. It's not easy because you have to kind of cheat the game into thinking that you actually did it before. And I usually get uppercut. Another good way is like to dash forward, but a lot of players assume that you're doing something like, I don't know. But like I said, it's extremely difficult to land it off of that one. Like I said, can you do it? Yes. You know, I personally do it that way. If I know for a fact, like, oh my god, I'm trying to do it. It's not easy. See, like right there, I did it off of 2. I'm trying to do it off of 1. Oh my god, it's so hard to do. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like I said, I honestly recommend doing it after. It's way easier that way. You know, there is a way to cheat, like I said, but you give up like all your defense. But like I said, if you know it's your turn to act, you can get fancy and do stuff like that. Sometimes you only get that situation to counter with. That's the reason I say that. It's like against a Chun-Li that just did lightning legs, you're only going to get a crouching light kick, crouching jab situation right there. You know, type thing. I believe you could uppercut as well, but like that's the point I'm trying to make. Against some of the better characters in the game, you're gonna have the time to do it too. You're going to have the time to do the super motion before you even press the attack. That's what I've been doing. Like if you watch my stream, you know that's basically what I've been doing in those situations. Like it hasn't always worked out for me. You know what I'm saying? See, like right there. Like when I know that Chun-Li's lightning legs has already finished, and I know that her recovery time is gonna take a while before she can actually act again. You know, that's basically what recovery time is doing. I blocked, and now she's in a recovery state. So her recovery state, she's not gonna be able to do anything to me in that time. And I have a good quarter second, maybe half second before she could actually do something. So what I'm doing in that specific situation is I'm doing the super before I do anything else. You know, if I feel like I can only have one jab to counter with, or I'm in a range that's like real not good for me, and I can't really get too much damage off of it, I am going for those situations. That's why I mean there is a reason for what I'm saying. Like doing it before is gonna increase the likelihood that it ever comes out. Where if you try to wait after, you try it. You're almost always going to miss because it's so hard. That's the way. See? What did I do right there? I buffered the super. That's what I call it. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I'm loading up the super before I even press the jab. And once I press the jab, I'm pressing the jab over and over again so that the game recognizes my super, the second jab, as the super jab. My first jab is the attack that's going to land and like guarantee to me as a player whether I should commit to doing super or a special move. So I only start pressing that second jab after I know the fact that the first one has landed. If I see that they block it, then I no longer press that second jab. If I see that it hits, then I'm pressing the second jab. That's up to you as a player to really capitalize on those situations. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like, crouching medium kick for me is always going to be the easiest. Crouching medium punch, anything after crouching medium punch or crouching medium kick, not all normal attacks combo into super, is going to be way easier. Standing hard punch into super, you know, you're going to have a lot more time. Crouching hard punch, what happened right there? I did standing jab. You're going to have way more time, and you'll know what I mean. You'll know what I mean when you press standing hard punch into super in comparison to pressing standing jab into super. When you press standing jab into super, it feels like it's almost impossible. Guess what? There's a reason why they made it that way. They didn't want the game to end between a jab or a grab. So in the long run, most players are not going to land that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's another reason. Like, that's why it's very important to have that level 3, because level 3 super, you know, ones that you could combo with, Zangief is like I said, he's the one exception that his level 3 doesn't even combo, even though in my opinion, I think it should. That way Zangief players have to be as good as everyone else. And that goes for all grappler players, in my opinion. But like, it gives you a little bit more time, and that's very important at the highest level. See? You see what I mean right there? Like, normally, off of a level 1, I have to do crouching medium punch directly into super. Level 2, I have to go crouching medium punch directly into level 2. Let's see. Is it? Am I doing it right? Okay. You see? I have to do it. Alright, I'm about to end the stream though. I don't want to waste too much time. I'm able to do it off of that. I'm not used to doing that motion backwards. Alright, there it is. Like I said, don't feel bad about mashing. Like, when I say mash, what I mean is just keep pressing quarter circle forward over and over again after you have already activated the attack, because that's really going to increase the likelihood that it comes out. So the same way you're pressing jab, 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 jab over again, at the same time you're pressing jab, jab, jab over again to keep your opponent, you know, in the combo. I'm pressing down forward, down forward, down forward, down forward, down forward, down forward with my left hand. With my right hand, I'm pressing square, 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 square. Obviously, if it's an attack that does not combo into itself like a crouching jab or a standing jab does, then I'm just pressing medium punch one time. But that first time I do it, and I see that it hits, then I'm pressing it again, over and over again. I double tapped it, like I kind of double tapped it. You know what I mean? I press jab to do the first one, and then when I see that it actually hits, I'm pressing medium punch again. It doesn't have to be medium punch though. A lot of players feel more comfortable doing like a hard punch and then doing the medium punch super because it's easier to guarantee that, you know, all right, I know I press hard punch, now I'm going to press medium punch for the super because I have trouble double tapping. As a player, in my opinion, I just double tap. That's why you hear a lot of players double tapping. That's what they're really doing. They're double tapping on the confirm of the super. Did the normal attack land? Yes. Okay, now I'm confirming the super that I have been buffering the entire time after I activated the normal attack. Now I'm just guaranteeing the percentage of it coming out now is way higher because I've done so many super motions in that time I was activating the attack. You know, I pressed the button, I activated the attack. If it lands, I just kind of guaranteed that the percentage goes up from, you know, 1 chance to maybe 4 or 5 chances. And you're gonna notice if you really pay attention to why I'm saying what I say. This is gonna make you. That's gonna turn you from an intermediate player to an expert player. That's gonna turn you from a beginner player to an intermediate player. And as a high level player, it's just gonna make it even better. You're gonna be more consistent. You know what I mean? High level players, as far as I'm concerned, most of them, they either know about it and do this, or do this and don't know about it. So like that's my recommendation. Like really practice that. You know what I'm saying? Like right there, I went for super. Right there, I went for super again. Hold up. Right there. I make mistakes too. I love Street Fighter. It's probably the hardest fighting game in comparison to Tekken and Mortal Kombat. But when you start to understand like how to approach the game, it starts to become more and more fun. You know, against the people that you're playing against. You know, it becomes like it just becomes second nature. When I try to actually think about doing it, I make more mistakes than just allowing it to kind of naturally happen. When I just play naturally, I never make mistakes. When I try to like actually demonstrate it and show you on stream, that's why I'm making all these mistakes. But like if I just try to do it naturally, like something came out, see? Something came out. Even if I make mistakes, something came out. Something came out. Oh my god. It's not easy. I know you can do it off of 3. Like if I do it off of 3, it's way easier, which I do recommend. I'm just saying there are instances that it does come into play. You know what I'm saying? See? That was me doing the super motion before I even pressed the jab. You know what I'm saying? But if you try to do it after, you'll probably get uppercut or fireball. That's the difference between. That's like very, very, very. It's not something that I recommend you doing at high level, unless you know for a fact it's one of those situations that I just said, like Chun-Li just missed her lightning legs. Chun-Li just missed an uppercut. Ken just missed an uppercut. Obviously, you want to be in a range where you could combo more than one crouching jab, one standing jab, because it's going to increase the likelihood. It's going to give you more time to land that super as well. Landing it off of 1, for me, even at the highest level, I understand like playing at the highest level very well. Playing at the highest level is extremely. I still make mistakes, as you can see. But ask any player that you know to do that and tell me they could do it on the first try. Ask them to do it on the first try. Ask the best player that you know to do that on the first try. I guarantee you they can't do it. The game is designed in that way where, yeah, you can do it, but it only works in like a counter situation. Can you do it? Like, I don't honestly recommend like during like footsies, basically like a lot of high level player call it footsies. That's just when you're both on the ground and you're trying to kind of outstrike each other. You know, you're trying to get them to miss, or you're trying to counter them when they miss. You know what I'm saying? Or you're just trying to counter. You're just trying to land an attack. So like right here, like when I'm moving around and stuff, I'm trying to get in a range that I could either grab, attack, or block, and catch him with something. You know, catch him with something even better than they tried. Like if I try to go. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just trying to like off of that overhead. You saw what I did. That's the only time that I do recommend wasting meter on the drive rush. If you land an overhead, unfortunately with Zangief, they made it so that he just ground bounces because he would be too good with it. I think that's the main reason I think they did that. If I do crouching, if I know for a fact I landed overhead with Ryu, and I know for a fact the crouching jab that I do after it landed, I'm drive rushing. I'm drive rushing into crouching jab all over again. Or standing jab, depending if they're crouching or blocking, or crouching or standing. But I'm doing overhead, crouching jab. If I see that it lands, I'm drive rushing. If I have the meter, I'm drive rushing into, you know, crouching jab, EX spin kick. For me, it's the easiest combination that Ryu has to combo the crouching jab. Can I do EX uppercut? Yeah. Can I do regular uppercut? Yeah. I would honestly think it's even better just to do regular uppercut because you don't waste the second meter doing the EX spin kick. But in the corner, like I said, if I know I have my opponent in the corner, my rules change a little bit. Depending on where I am on the screen against my opponent, if it's better for me to keep the combo going and try to get around and try to win a round or win a match, I'm going to go for it. You know, normally I'll do crouching overhead. Overhead, forward medium punch with Ryu. If I see a lens, crouching jab, drive rush, crouching jab, EX spin kick. But because for me, it's the easiest to do. Can I do other things? Can I just do the regular uppercut? Yeah. Right there. Can I do that into the level 3 with only wasting 1 meter? Yeah. That's the level 3. So that just shows you that this is why this Street Fighter for me has like the potential to be the best Street Fighter of all time. I'm finally going to say something is actually better than Third Strike. I love Street Fighter 4. I love the combo system in Street Fighter 4. It reminds me a lot of Street Fighter 6. I love the crush counter system of Street Fighter 5. I would have honestly kept the crush counter system of Street Fighter 5. I thought that was amazing. I would not allow jab or crouching jab, standing jab, crouching light kick, standing light kick to crush counter. But medium punch, medium kick, hard punch, hard kick, I would allow that to crush counter. You know what I'm saying? I would even allow grabs to crush counter, to stun. But the only exception to that is if on wake up, like if an opponent dashes you, and does not go for the grab, and you do go for the grab, and they neutral jump, they're going to be able to counter you on the way down. I think, honestly, that's the only situation I would fix in Street Fighter 6, is that when an opponent dashes at you, the first action that they're going to be able to do is grab you. If they try to attack you after that dash, you'll be able to grab them before they can grab you. These are like the unwritten rules of Street Fighter. So like if you see you're about to get off the ground and an opponent dashes at you, before you get off the ground, and you're already on the ground, if you try to EX uppercut, they can block you. If you try to super, they can block you. If you try to go for grab, it'll beat any attack that they do. Like, let's say they try to do that dash forward and EX uppercut. I can actually block that. Like, I don't have to commit to the grab. If I see that the time has passed, that the EX uppercut is no longer available for them to do, I can grab. It'll beat any attack that they do. But they can also grab and break out of the grab that I tried to catch them with. They can also be the first to grab me in that situation. If I don't do anything after they dash forward and if I don't do anything, he can grab me before I grab him. But can I break out of that grab? Yeah, I can break out of that grab. But the only thing I don't like is that if they dash forward and neutral jump after that, and I try to go for grab, this is only an online situation. When I play online, it's very laggy, so like you don't see all the information, and you know that's a situation that I've been caught by. But when you play offline, if they neutral jump me and I haven't gone for grab yet, that's an easy anti-air. That's an easy anti-air. That is not a high-level move right there. Dashing forward and going for a neutral jump in that situation, you just put yourself in an easy counter state. That's not a recommended tactic at all. Like I said, that might work in lag, but when you play against the best players in the world, they are going to swallow you up for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my situation, Kimberly, crouching fierce. Crouching fierce beats that. You know what I'm saying? Now, like if I'm in the corner and they do a cross up, guess what? The crouching fierce is still going to work because they're not going to be able to cross over. You know, if this was Street Fighter 5 or Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 3, I believe they can only do that in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know, that's one situation. Like I said, does it work? Has it worked on me as a player? It has worked on me, but it's only because I'm playing in lag and I'm playing online. If I see a player dashing me and jump forward, believe me, that's an easy counter. You know what I'm saying? In the lag, it's like, you know, obviously, you know, you don't want to get grabbed, you know, 10 times in a row type, you know, it's just the nature of the game as a player, you know what I'm saying? So like, no one explains situations like that. Those are like written rules to the game. Like if there's 10 commandments of Street Fighter, that would be on the 10 commandments of Street Fighter. Like on Wake Up, if someone dashes at you, whoever grabs first, it puts the opponent in a grab situation. Like, can you beat the grab entirely? Like if I dash forward and do EX uppercut, which Kage players have actually tried to catch me with that. They've dashed forward, grabbed me. I broke out of the grab. They've dashed forward. This is for the game is on the line in a ranked match. They dashed forward at me, grabbed me again. I broke out of it. Second time. They did it a third time. They dashed forward and tried to grab me. I broke out of it 3 times in a row. The game is on the line, mind you. On the 4th dash, he did EX uppercut, and I blocked it, and I got the combo to win the. So that just goes to on that dash in are gonna assume grab. There is a way to beat that though, but there is a way to beat the EX. You have to be a little bit more patient because after the dash, they cannot grab right away. It takes a little brief moment after that they can actually activate the grab. Now, once that grab is activated, you know, like I said, are there ways that around that? And like, yeah, there is. But you specifically have to know that that situation is about to happen. And most players don't want to give up their defense by jumping to avoid someone that's constantly grabbing. Because what I could do is go in, like I'm about to grab, get you scared of it, have you hop in the air or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Where the correct situation for that, the correct move in that situation is to break grab. Once you break grab, now you're out of grab range. You don't have to worry about it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Once you're out of grab range, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Now you can play the normal game that you've been playing at the very beginning of the match. You understand? You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So basically, like it's hard for me to be like, oh, this is every situation. There's not too many situations that are set in stone in the game. Like I said, if had I committed to grab in that situation where Kage dashed forward and did the EX uppercut, if I would have committed to grab, I would have lost the ranked match. But that's just the knowledge of being a high level player that I knew that I have a specific situation there that he's in the range that his grab is effective, but he masked his dash with the EX uppercut input. I know this. As a high level player, I know that that's possible. I know that he could dash forward and give no signs that he committed to doing an uppercut. And if I do any normal attack, any grab, try to break grab, I will get countered in that situation. You get what I'm saying? So like these are like very specific situations that you have to be like aware of, because that's the difference between winning and losing at the highest level, and it's not something that you're gonna get right away. So don't feel bad about playing online and ranked and losing, because you know at beginning as a player, like starting playing ranked and starting to play tournament, you always run into a player that just has more experience than you and just knows how to play the game better than you and just has better combo potential than you. But like, you know, it's gonna take time, and if you're really willing to put in the effort, then you could get good in that, just like you get good in anything else. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just part of the game. It's a fun game. You know, I honestly don't see enough players landing like. Honestly, I feel like there's only like the top 10% of Street Fighter players that are actually doing like this high level stuff. Maybe more now because of the modern controls, but like way more than ever before. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't know how else to explain it. Like I said, there is a reason for why I'm saying what I'm saying. I usually get that when I try. I usually get that when I try. I'm trying to do it. I usually do a better job off of a crouching jab than I do a standing jab. Right there, I did it like... I did it, hold up. I'm doing it after. I'm doing it after now. So like, double tapping really helps in that situation. I'm doing it after. I'm doing it after the jab has actually... Like, 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3. See, it's not easy. I still make mistakes as a high level player. Like, so don't feel bad. It's pretty hard to do. You know what I'm saying? These are probably the most effective combos that you're going to be able to land against any opponent in the game. Especially when you start mixing in grabbing your opponent and countering your opponent. Within that grab range is where this is gonna be the most effective, because this is within that grab range kind of normal attack. So you're gonna see it a lot over and over again, and it's not gonna lose effectiveness because it's just so good. You know what I'm saying? See, like, come on. Come on. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You know what I mean? Like I said, I feel like 3 is that sweet spot. I could do it off of 2. It's a little bit harder. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the likelihood of me making a mistake on 2 is way higher. See? 1, 2. Off of 1 is where I feel like it's like almost in that impossible range, but it's still possible. You know? Right there, I'm doing it like after I kind of press the button. I'm trying to do the standing jab one. The standing jab one is the hardest for me. It's not easy, bro. Like I said, they made it extremely hard for that reason. Like, am I able to do it? Yeah, like, see? It's not easy off of the standing. I gotta say, the hardest one is off of the standing, unless I do like drive rush. Unless I do drive rush, then it becomes way easier. Like, I'm trying to do a standing one, though. Alright, you'll understand what I mean. Like, if those are tricks to make it actually come out, even though it's like extremely, almost impossible, it feels. I'm doing it before. It's not easy. I'm a little rusty. I was doing it before flawlessly, though. I usually get uppercut, I'm not gonna lie. Especially online. It's not easy. I usually get uppercut. But like I said, it's possible off of that one, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, typically speaking, even the highest level player is gonna miss it. That's the main reason I say keep your level 3. Because off of that crouching light kick, crouching jab, I can do an uppercut, I can do fireball, I can do sidestep kick. Actually, I'm not sure about sidestep kick. But if I land any of those special moves, even that whatever that new thing that he has, Shuki or whatever the hell that is, if I have that, you know, I could combo every last one of those into level 3. Except for spin kick, unless it's EX. You see what I mean? Like, it only works in the corner. If I try to do C... If you're not in the corner, never do EX spin kick and try to get a super. It's never going to happen. It only works in the corner. So that's the only time that I switch as a Ryu player from EX sidestep kick, which wall bounces them. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time I switch from doing sidestep kick into EX spin kick. In the corner, if I feel I'm close enough to the corner, I'll do the EX spin kick into drive rush into uppercut. I won't even overcomplicate it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to make it even easier, you can do like crouching jab into uppercut. That way, which I do recommend, because the crouching jab is just going to give you more confirmation that they call it a hit confirm. The fighting game community calls it a hit confirm. That just means that you're trying to land a combo off of a normal attack before you commit to doing a super or a special move. So like, I'm not just doing a raw uppercut. You know, like as a Ryu player, you'll see me do like a raw uppercut a lot. But like, instead of doing that, they'll do crouching medium kick into uppercut to guarantee that it's landed. They'll do the crouching jab into uppercut to make sure it's landed first. And then they'll confirm into the level 3, which gives you more accuracy on your combos, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's basically it, man. I don't want to waste too much time. It is possible, and there are situations useful for that buffering that super beforehand. Like I said, it's not easy. Can you get the game to register it even though you did it before? Yeah. Do I recommend doing that outside of a counter? No. You know what I'm saying? But you're really gonna want to practice those crouching light kick, crouching jab combos because, in my opinion, those are the most effective. And those overhead combos, if your character can do it. Like I said, Zangief is one of those characters that he can combo off of his overhead, but he cannot drive rush. As far as I know, I believe he could maybe do like standing medium punch, drive rush into like lariat, but I'm not even certain about that. So, like I said, man, I hope it makes I hope people really understand why I did this video. It's because I just don't see enough players doing like combos into super other than modern controls. And if you're playing on modern controls, please don't try to talk shit to me as a player. Please don't talk shit to me as a player. Just don't do it. I've been doing high level combos for in Street Fighter for a long time. Don't talk shit to me if you're using modern controls, please. Save yourself the embarrassment. But that's the end of the video, man. I'm done, man. I hope it was effective in getting you a little bit better as a player. You know what I'm saying? It is one of my favorite games. I probably play it more than anything else. I am gonna start playing Tekken way more because Tekken 8 is coming out in about 7 weeks or so. And I really look forward to it. In fact, I already bought it. Even though it's 8 weeks away, I already bought it. So I'm really looking forward to it. You know, as soon as Tekken 8 comes out, I'm probably gonna be playing only Tekken 8 for you know, online and on stream. So I guess I'll catch you on the next video, man. I don't know when I'm gonna do one. It might not be for a while. It might be after Tekken 8 actually starts coming out. But you know.